We
Sounds
back.
like
We
someone
back.
who wants to keep going.
Rawr.
Sounds like we're playing another 3 hours, guys. So strap in,
Get ready.
buckle up,
So
and just
maybe
remember,
for
he was a pickle, man. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
maybe another hour and a half or so.
Sounds good to
See
me.
how long you guys want to go.
Yeah.
Jordan's good until like what, 10:45 ish.
Like 10:55. I'm
Okay.
already ready to go to work. I still got 3.5 hours before I gotta leave. So
Pod.
I can play until whenever, whether it be everyone leaves and I'm playing on my own, or
aren't you used to playing with yourself?
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Cool.
That you would put it in
If you
that
guys have any
context, but-
questions for Donovich, now would be the time. Otherwise, Ismark's gonna head back with you all to Irina.
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
When I walk up to Lord and Father, I'm so sorry, and I have to say this
Lord
aloud.
and Father.
I-
Just call
I
him
keep-
Daddy.
Daddy Donovich.
Sorry, bad joke.
No, I was actually gonna say that I just every time that like I keep forgetting his name, and instead of saying father, I just keep thinking of daddy, and I just can't.
There you go. There's his name.
Where
Lowest token.
where is it? Oh, I see Vistani.
Kitty cat, stop yelling at me, please.
Here? Oh, there he is, Donovich. Okay, thank you. So, wanna walk up to Donovich real quick, right?
He domed the bitch.
Pardon me. I have a few questions about maybe your herbal remedies. I have a very bad cough that I've had for a couple of months now, and it doesn't seem as if any magical or regular remedies are working.
Hey, me too, bro.
Sorry to hear that. I am not one for distributing cures. It is unfortunately not in my skill set. But I can offer you prayer.
Excuse me.
Vodka. Thank you. And I want to reach into my backpack. Well, another thing, I found a few concerning testimonies from a house, and I want to hand him the signed will, and a deed to a windmill.
No, a free state.
He takes it and looks at it. What is the concern?
Well, the concern is mostly just found them, basically. I don't think that the deed or the will had like anything relating to like passing it down. So I'm not actually sure like the contents within those papers.
This will mentions a Rose of Alder and Thornbolt. Do you know where they are?
Dead in a cellar, actually.
Okay.
Well, may their souls rest.
Am I within like earshot or in the area?
Probably.
I did what I could for their souls, I guess. I have a question of my own.
What is it, my son?
I'll pull out the holy symbol. The Morning Lord. I seem to be a cleric of them. I have no fucking idea who they are or what they're about. Enlighten me, if you would.
It seems that he has reached out to you, perhaps in a time of need.
I didn't reach out to him specifically, but to all gods. And they were the one who answered. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess.
But reach out you did.
There was nothing more I could do. So, since I've gotten a calling back, I'd like to know what called me.
The Morning Lord is our patron. He is the father of sunlight. He causes the sun to rise in the morning. Keeps us safe. There's not many who serve him as you and I do. Even fewer that have the power that you might wield. I do not know what purpose he's called you for. But I do believe
and I
it's an
both.
important one.
As long as it gets me to my goal, then I don't care.
Then may your goal and his be aligned. You hear another scream from beneath the floorboards.
And I hope you reach yours.
I do
If I
as well.
find some other cure or am given powers of the means, I will be back.
Thank you, my son.
No thanks needed. I know what it's like to lose a child. And I'll make my way out.
I will
Aha.
follow suit.
The puns. Yes, indeed.
I will follow suit.
Okay. Yeah. Ismark goes with you back to the mansion. 9, you hear a knock at the door.
I'll go up to it and ask who it is. Who is that?
It's us. We're done with the ritual. We laid their father to rest.
I'm gonna.
Here, start unlocking him. She tosses you like a ring of keys. I just have a few more things to pack. Roll d6.
Shit.
Wrong key.
Nope.
Fuck. I'll roll again.
Yep. Wrong key.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the right
Just
key.
take the first key until it finds the right lock. It's not that hard.
I got it.
Once you find the right key, you go that one, go to the next key, and it's actually in order. And you unlock all like the padlocks and different locks.
What a safety system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you open the door. You see Ismark and your two allies.
Boo.
Ah!
Ismark steps past you inside. The rites are done. I hope his soul's at rest. Aaron says, I do too. Let's have a few more things to pack, then I guess we can go. You sure you're gonna be
Might
okay?
need to.
I'll be fine.
Ismark, I don't know if you saw, but might you two know someone who may mourn your father's death?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Or someone. Oh, I said, might you two know someone who would mourn your father's death?
He was a good and strong leader in this village. Why, did you see someone?
Just a silhouette. A man paying his respects, it seemed, bowing towards us. In a carriage and
Ismark looks at Irina.
gone soon after.
That seems like a sign that we should get going sooner rather than later.
I'm gonna look at Irina and just say, so you never answered your own question about yourself.
What was the question? She keeps picking up other stuff and putting them into a bag.
I just want to make sure that we're not carrying dead weight.
He means, what are you capable of?
I'm useful with a sword. You can see she's in half plate and she has a long sword.
Anyone can don armor and a sword.
Not you.
She draws a
just
sword
very
and
odd.
hands it to you, Nine. You want to give it a try?
I'm more useful without a sword.
I'm more useful with one. She's it.
Getting more peppermint.
Peppermint.
Looking as they pass the sword back and forth, does it seem to be donned in silver?
Don't like your questions, funny man.
Let me pull up Irina's
You have a way
character
with words, magic man.
sheet. I like your funny words.
Ocean said.
Irina. No.
need only
But
your
it's a rapier. But it's not silvered.
Okay. I will pull out. I think I have it. I had to check my character sheet. I have a silver short sword, do I not?
Yeah.
There was one in the house.
Yes, I do have it. Okay. I knew it was given to me because the other three are fucking magic casters.
I would have gladly taken it. I just don't think it would be.
Yeah, but I think
as
you
useful.
would have taken it for different means that you've yet to tell us.
What do you mean?
I can go on about it if you really want me to.
Well,
But it'll be a character.
I was gonna
I
ask
don't
you guys
care.
the question last session that I just now remembered about.
Well, that sucks that it was last session.
I mean, I still can't ask it.
Ismark says, you can leave today. You won't make it all the way to Valaki, but there's a Vistani camp at a place called Tesser Pool. Or Seer Pool. I think it's Seer. It's by Seer Pool.
The Vistani, they seem to be a reoccurrence in our group. Can you enlighten me on them? Because I'm not one well known on them.
They
They wouldn't answer any of my questions.
Hey, I just wasn't racist about it.
They seem to be able to come and go. They're travelers. Probably not much unlike yourself, actually.
Come and go as in how?
God.
You've encountered them before, have you not?
I mean, I the ones. Seems the others are more versed in them.
We don't get visitors very often. There's folks like you.
Seems like you're more
Adventurous.
trusting of strangers than you are of your own people here.
Given their situation, I probably would be too.
What time of day is it right now?
It's like late afternoon.
I'm gonna set out my big old sundial and stare at it.
Well, I'd suggest we start moving now before it starts getting dark.
It's a good idea.
We move now or rest here for the night with added protection and leave in the morning when the sun seems to be their enemy.
The Vistani
Just my piece.
will probably be more than happy to have you for the night.
Just a question.
Then we'll leave
Well,
tonight.
2 questions actually.
In or out of character?
In character. How long ago was she bit?
Over a month.
If it eases you when we first arrived, I cast a spell to detect good and evil. And nothing
Well-
rang any bells.
I just want to. Well, the next question. How long does it take to change?
To my knowledge, it takes 2 major things. The vampire has to drink their blood till they're almost dead, and then feed them their own blood. After that, I know not how long it takes. So I guess the question lies is, have you consumed his blood?
No. Not that I know of. My encounters with Strahd are hazy.
Vampires can charm. It's no surprise.
I'm just concerned about traveling during the day, you change, and then you die.
Then
Well,
that
we'd
would be
prefer
the least,
them to change during the day.
that would be the least of your worries.
I think Strahd or whatever men or creatures he can send our way are the biggest worry.
Oh, I'm pretty sure your disappearance won't go unnoticed. Pretty sure he'll probably send something after you. I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow already knows you plan on leaving.
If it was his silhouette or one of his people's silhouette at the burial, I'm sure he's aware.
And that's why you're accompanying her.
Indeed.
She's been bitten twice staying here. So we know here is safe. It's not safe. Blah blah blah. Words. Please just make sure she's safe. That's all I ask.
Can't give you any assurance, but I'll do my best.
Escort quests are the worst.
At least Irina's not an NPC that like walks slower than your running speed but faster than your walking speed.
Oh, bro, that is the absolute worst shit. And let me tell you, the Final Fantasy expansion I'm playing, there's a lot of that shit. A lot of it. To the point to where they hot patched it to where they run faster.
Hey, the best escort quest is fucking Ashley from Resident Evil.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, I have all my things. Is there anything that you all need before we go?
I need not but to say one thing. Ismark will keep her safe to the best of our ability. However, I think it's best you find some place to lay low as well.
I wish I could. But this village needs its leader.
I need to check my inventory if I have anything.
Unfortunately,
I don't have holy water.
unfortunately, the title of Burgomaster falls to me.
I mean, no offense, but even with you here, the way the state of this town seems to be,
Jesus, what a dick.
I don't think you leaving will be much of a different.
And we that, and let's leave while we still have daylight. We can idly chit chat, or we can do our jobs.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'll try my best to send word by mail to you once we successfully found a location.
Thank you.
Names will be omitted, but as long as you see a capital E at the bottom, it's me.
I need to archive some pages. There we go. Boop.
Boop.
Do 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 do. That's a traveling music.
Let's
Pokemon.
Let's see here.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And
Let's go.
need to see how far. I need to relook at traveling speeds.
Probably fast. So fast they call
Hella
me
fast.
Sonic. Hella fast, bro. I mean, like,
Bro, you don't even
hella
know.
fast. Man, that dude took off so fast, man.
Fucking wild.
Like hella fast.
Is
He
the map supposed to be dark?
fucking left.
Is the map supposed to be dark?
Look in
Go
bottom
to
left
the
corner.
right. Bottom right.
Oh, there.
Yeah. I don't know why I said left.
And now that you know... Ooh. Hang on. Wait one. Wait.
It's so weird seeing hexagons for the map.
There you go.
It
No
is.
Dubrovia.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to roll my wild magic whenever I casted my
It doesn't count for Firebolt. And
no, for
no,
my
Mage Armor is not... It's from your feet. You're not using a spell slot for it. Unless you did
He's
something
just
else.
trying to get rolls.
that I'm not
He
aware
just
of.
wants to fireball himself.
No, I thought it took a spell slot. Okay, never mind.
No.
I took a spell slot off. Okay.
It does not. Where
Nah,
the fuck
because
are
you
traveling
have your
speeds?
magic
Is that
initiate
not in
for
the
it.
player's handbook?
It is, but I still thought it took a spell slot.
Let's go.
Oh, there we go.
What does that even mean? I assume it means excuse you.
Sure.
I don't know what it means. I don't speak Spanish.
I don't even know what she said.
Puerco or something like that. That's a stuffy-nosed white man's version of it.
It's just a white man's version of it.
Nah, I can't enunciate anything right now.
You could never
I'm
enunciate.
seeing a lot of lines, and I don't like those lines.
Oh, it's traveling
No.
path.
I was saying,
He's
when
trying
I
to
say-
figure out how far we can travel in a day. Or with our allotted time. I think generally it's 15 to 19 miles.
I just generally learned that whenever Danny goes quiet and then you see stuff happening on the map, like measuring or
Just don't question
that
it.
kind of stuff, I worry. No, I just worry.
Yeah, don't question it.
It's
Oh
like,
no, you question it and you start looking at your spells and your resources, and then you hope and you pray
you roll just fine to avoid everything.
that
Let's see.
you're prepared.
Give me a second.
I just want to breathe out of my nose, man. I'm not a mouth breather.
Aha, the next roll is going to be a good one.
Okay.
You say that.
So yeah, you guys are free to move that token.
Push the
I don't
glasses.
want it.
Well, my notes tell me that if we're going to the town of Valaki, then we need to go west.
I mean, you were told that.
Yeah, I know that's what my notes say because I was told that. I have no fucking clue about Kresk or whatever. But
Good move.
Can
What
someone
good, dude?
else move the token?
Sure, I got us.
Yeah, so we had
Thank
to
you.
carry your ass around for the last 20 sessions.
Yeah, now I have a good computer.
Savage.
Just tell me when to stop if need be.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, where the fuck did I go?
Oh,
Oh my.
So just give me perception checks.
Okay.
I
Well,
assume I'm taking rain.
As I will describe things here.
20.
Way up.
give me a second. My roll 20 is lagging its fucking ass off.
Welcome to me every other Death House episode, and now I have a new computer and I don't have to worry about
Yeah,
it.
just
Yeah,
transferred to
but her-
birds.
Danny, throw me on 30 giant maps with lots of shading and all that, and I'll run
Yeah,
them all perfect.
fuck you.
Well, it was
Do
the
it, I
only
dare you, bitch. You won't do it. You don't got the
Um,
balls to challenge my new computer.
Cool.
It's nice when we get some epic, isn't it?
So
Yes.
as you leave the village of Barovia, it's not
Mhm.
very long before you reach a large stone bridge that crosses over a river that flows clear as a winter blue sky. It runs from the from west to east, running out. Um, let me see. Do I have a handout for
Oh, excuse me,
this?
sorry. Just fucking tell me what that means.
I think I've told you what that means.
Probably like 2 years ago.
I feel like it was a lot more recent.
I literally asked like 10 minutes ago and you didn't answer.
Elric, as you cross the bridge, you notice a tightly wrapped bundle of seems like cloth or supplies or something. It's like kind of like tucked underneath the far side of the stone bridge.
I guess I'll point it out to the others.
Yep. When it's
There's a
pointed out, you see it too.
knapsack there.
Shall I go check
You guys
it out?
are like back here.
Okay.
Can you please go check it out? I'm gonna number 9 since I'm just gonna start referring to you as young man in front of everyone else.
No!
You know my name.
Yes, but
everyone
I can
knows his
only
name now.
yeah, but I can only assume that like he doesn't want the young fair lady to know his name, since he's so secretive about it.
I've been calling his name out brazenly.
If I'm being honest, I did not hear. I didn't hear you say his name out loud.
I just call him Nine.
Hmm.
In the
Okay.
tavern too, and like everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Ever since he told me his name in front of y'all, including Bassie, until his next character gets here. I've always just called him Nine since then.
I did not hear it. Sorry.
To be fair, we all knew his name was Nine, but no one knew his name was Nine.
Mhm.
So it
Mhm.
kind of like turned into young man. There's no
Young
need
man.
to feel down. I said, young man.
Young
Go
man.
get that knapsack off the ground. I said, young man.
Young
I'm
man.
going. I'm gonna go check out the knapsack.
Thank
Let's
you.
just hope you don't drown in the river next to us now.
Yeah,
I
you
won't-
you pick it up. It's got a little bit of weight to it, and you unwrap it. And it seems like there's a set of like simple Barovian clothes, gray and drab.
What clothes?
Barovian?
Blood clothes?
Oh, Barovian clothes.
Yeah.
Which way is the river flowing?
It's flowing east. Flows that way.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
But it
9 is
wasn't in the
very-
water. It was on the
No,
shore.
it was
wasn't
like
it?
tucked up under the bridge, on dry land.
Oh. Ah.
I'm just curious. You said it was
Never mind.
damp and that kind of stuff. I didn't know it was
No,
in the water for a while.
it's
then
dry.
Sitting out. Oh, okay. I'll put the knapsack back down and just head back up.
Should have polluted the river. It'll hit the ocean. Eventually, we can get rid of all the sea turtles.
Just toss it in.
Mm.
Just remember, guys, they're strong now. I'll stop. That's TOS. And I
Ah.
love sea turtles, so
Yeah.
they're stupidly dumb.
There only the knapsack down there, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just seems to contain a set of clothes.
I'll just
Were they
put...
bloodied?
Are they?
No.
No?
And then onward we go, I guess. Faster we make it to that encampment, the better. Before it gets too dark.
Yeah, we don't have long.
Yeah.
Irina, you seem to know the way. If you'd help lead, I can control the horses.
You assume we have horses.
You have a cart?
I'm saying,
Do
how
we
come
not have a? Oh, I
No,
was
yeah,
just looking
yeah,
at the token when
No,
I
you're
spoke.
on foot. You're on foot.
For...
Oh, that's
on
fine. I
Fert.
thought we were on Fert. Poor Fert. He never knew what was coming.
I know roughly where it is.
Well, that's better than my guess.
But
And
keep...
I'll continue to walk forward.
Alright. I will move you all along to the next.
Mm. Oh god.
There you go. So you reach a crossroads. There's an old wooden gallows that creaks in the chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. There's a frayed length of rope that dances from its beam. There's a well-worn road that splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows that points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Seer Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in places, partially enclose a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
So I'll look at Arena and be like, oh, way.
The Vistani encampment's at Seer Pool, so
So don't
This
go
way.
that way. Got it.
That's entirely where we're going.
Done.
unless you want to travel at night, which I'm not one for.
Yay, more of that.
Yay, I don't want to get bombarded by wolves.
Oh, sorry. You have a history with that?
What's it to you, huh?
Question.
The safety of our party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest.
You don't like wolves? Yeah, I don't like
guess-
wolves.
I guess heading towards Seer Pool.
Is that a curiosity?
But as we travel, I would like to ask Arena.
Before that, as you all start heading up, just a couple steps, you hear a creaking noise from behind you coming from the gallows. When you turn around, where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly so that it can fix its dead eyes on you.
Sounds like a him problem. Okay,
9.
let's continue.
It looks like you. You other 2, it just looks like it's just a corpse. But 9.
I'm gonna just stare at it.
That wasn't there before.
Damn.
What'd you say, Jordan?
Said I don't understand. Does that not
This-
strike weird for y'all?
The sudden appearance of a corpse? Sure.
It's me.
Irina
It-
looks at you confused. What do you mean it's you?
It doesn't look like you.
It's exactly like
Yeah. For you nine, it has like the chest is like the clothes on the chest are like torn open. It has the same scars. Has the same like long like black cloak that you're wearing right now. And its lifeless eyes are just
Gonna
like meeting your gaze.
I'll start making my way to the corpse.
I'm not moving towards it.
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
I think we should go.
I'm gonna cut the rope that's hanging the corpse.
Yeah, easy enough. And the corpse, the gallows like has like it's like a hangman's
The
gallows.
little pitfall thing.
Yeah, the trapdoor falls away. The body falls through, and just lands in a crumpled heap on the ground.
And I'll make my way back to the group. And once I reach 9, I will put my hand on his shoulder. That ain't you. Not
No.
on my watch.
I know it's not me. I want to know why it looks like. Curious.
I'm just gonna continue walking.
Yeah, Irina's with you.
I'll take back the front.
Irina's looking more nervous after that encounter. As you all continue to head upwards.
Arena,
Yeah.
the town of Valaki, is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, that's it.
Your brother told me that they've had no visitors in 10 years. Or century is one of the words.
They haven't had a visit from the devil in I don't know how long. They're very
But they
careful
seem to
from what I've
thrive
heard.
and prosper.
I've never visited, but
It makes me feel as it's not the best place to take you. If everyone's having to deal with this devil, and all are being tortured and tormented, then why not them?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out, I guess. But if not Valaki, the only other choice is Kresk. It's even farther away.
And I know not much about it except for the name.
I, I, I know it's an abbey there.
Enlighten my idiot
Yes.
mind. What the fuck is an abbey?
It's like a monastery kind of like a walled like medieval church thing.
Okay.
It's an abbey.
Mm.
It's Irina thinks for a second. It's the Abbey of Saint Markovia. She was a priestess of the Morning Lord and fought against the Devil Strahd in the early days. That was centuries ago, but if anywhere is safe,
Why?
it's probably there.
Why is it always the Morning Lord?
Why any lord in general?
He chose this land, I guess. He's the one that we've always looked to.
Much good.
Well-
It seems like that's done, y'all.
Seems to have been doing a damn good job. Well, let's hope his blessing doesn't fail me now. Or I guess keep walking.
Keep walking, keep walking.
The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of comings and goings of wagons. Canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling above. There's a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake, several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent sits near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The morning strains of an accordion, or the mournful strains of an accordion, clash with singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. There's a footpath that continues beyond the encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge. As you approach Cedar Pool.
Great, we're here.
Indeed we
The sky slowly does grow darker, even though you can't see the sun.
I guess I'll make my way to the first people visible. And if there's not people visible for a tent, I'll call out.
Yeah. Some of the Vistani see you approach, and they give like excited shouts, and 2 like young men come running out to you, like splashing in the like muddy puddles. They seem genuinely excited to see you.
Are any of the Vistani recognizable from the earlier Vistani, or?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, damn it.
Or adorning the same type of robe.
God damn it.
No. But one of these like teenagers says, "Yeah, I was starting to wonder. We were told that you were coming. Come on, come on!" And they start running back
Wait.
towards the camp.
Great. I love obliviously being
Who
expected.
told you that we were coming?
They've already run ahead. But I am of like mind friends.
The Vistani are.
I'll keep my hand on my mace. Go ahead, sorry.
The Vistani are interesting people.
Not
So
the
it
words I
seems.
would. Not the words I would have chosen.
Probably won't need that, but I don't know.
If you say so. I'll take my hand off of it. And I guess make my way forward following the 2 gentlemen that ran away.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm
Ooh.
dragging things that you guys cannot see because I am on the wrong land.
Bullshit! I can see them with my wizard eye.
Cool. You're at Tesserpool.
I
Or
am
Cedar
currently
Pool.
hacking the internet.
The T is silent.
Mm-hmm.
The Tesser pool.
The Tesserpool. Um,
There needs to be a T at the end of pool. The dessert bolt.
Dessert bolt. Yeah. So the kids run into the camp, and you fairly quickly lose them. But there is a large bonfire that people are like drunkenly dancing around, singing very poorly. There's a Vistana with an accordion that is seen better days. Um, there's several of them telling stories. Um, uh, there's one pretty drunk Vistana that like wobbles up to you, puts a hand on your shoulder nine, and says, "You made it!" and like pushes a bottle into your hand before stumbling off.
I want to leave.
It's like the emo or goth kid that has to go to a social function.
So, what do you do?
Um,
I'll look to the group and saying, "They're as comfortable as ever. If you fancy yourself a drink and a good night to yourself, by all means. I'll stay.
There's not enough alcohol here to make this better.
I'm gonna
You're just a
grab.
ball of sunshine, aren't you?"
I think the
Gonna grab.
Vistani will try to take you up on that bet.
Dawson, you might need a drink.
Gonna grab a Nine's drink and just drink it instead.
Yeah, straight from the bottle, and as you do, you get some cheers. Um,
It's just sour grape juice.
uh, and like the music picks up and people are singing, and like Irina's like trying to take in all the things that are happening, and then one of the drunk Vistani like kind of grabs her hand, like pulls her into the dance around the fire. She like kind of looks back at you guys, but like starts to dance with the Vistani.
Just gonna drink and keep an eye on her.
Okay.
I'd like to find an old Vistani.
I'm just gonna like be like the awkward kid at a party that doesn't know anybody.
You're like arms are crossed. You're leaning on one of the wagons, kind of in the
Yeah.
shadows.
I'm like, I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
Trying to look cool, but is actually kind of wanting to go join, but doesn't know how.
I don't want to go join this thing.
Yazin, as you like sit down like near the fire, just like keeping an eye on Irina, there's another Vistani that starts recounting a tale. You hear him say, "Ah, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. Well, was it a year or was it a decade? I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing." And points to where you are, Yazin. Very
Yeah.
charismatic man he was.
But no.
He thought he could rally people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them up with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasants' army fled in terror. Few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to the precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. The thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ilvis had already spirited him away. Um, and Elric, you find
Yes.
a more quiet section of the encampment. Not much quieter. The Vistani are party people. Um, but yeah, you find an older Vistana.
Sorry, I didn't write notes a second ago, so 2 seconds. Done.
5 seconds.
No, it only took 2. I'll find a seat near them.
You get like past a bottle of wine, whether you want it or not.
I'll take a sip and then pass it along. So,
A visitor.
for now, just a passerby.
I think it's more than just passing by. What is it that you're here for?
Only the gods know. Because I sure as hell don't.
Look like pirate.
Trying to divine your future.
Sure.
You wish to know where you're headed?
I know where I'm headed, but not when.
Since you don't know why either. At least you may think you do.
I know my reason why.
I recommend that you take you and your friends and go speak to Madame Ava.
Madame Ava.
Yes. She is our matriarch and our seer. She's able to divine the intent of the fates. Read the threads of fate itself. Maybe she'll have something for you.
One can only hope.
Once your friends have enjoyed themselves, I recommend you take them with you. I'm sure she has something to say to each of them.
I don't know about the small one.
I'm not being referred to as a small.
Because you were the smallest one. What the
I'm not-
fuck do
I'm
you
not
want?
small.
Yes,
You
you
are
are.
small.
I'm
We are
skinny.
we all tower over
I'm
you.
skinny, but I'm not small.
What are you, like
I'm an
5'2" or
average.
something?
No, I'm 5'10". I'm an average height person.
4'10"?
5'10".
5'10".
Oh, I was like, you're 4'10"?
Savage.
And you're
Sorry, I'm
saying
5.
you're
No,
not
look, I'm 5'9".
small?
I'm 5'9". Still.
Yeah, all of us, including their dead friend, are like 6'3".
Yeah, y'all chose to be abnormal. I'm a normal sized human.
Actually, that's not very far off from my own height.
Well, you're abnormal in more than one way, but still.
Okay. Well, we did lose a member of our own recently, and I'm not sure how the other one takes it. I don't feel as though that one in particular has seen much death, at least within Comrade. So a night of fun might be good for them.
Yes. Something to take the mind off the matters at hand. morning will come, and each mourn in their own way.
Very true. So I hear that the Vistani can come and go as they please. But no one has seemed to enlighten me on what that really means.
There's an old story, and it's caused much friction between us Vistani and the villagers of these lands. You may encounter people who think we are agents of Strahd himself. This is not the case. But before he turned into what he is now, our people, we saved him from a gruesome end at the hands of his enemies. And when he truly became the master of this land, he allowed us to travel to and from as we pleased. Despite what people say about him, he's true to his word, no matter what kind of monster he may be. So yes, we can leave, and we can come back. But ultimately, this is our home.
So for one who doesn't reside here, there's no way back, is there? At least not without a deal or a promise. Or maybe even his death. If that's even possible.
If it's even possible. Throughout the years, many have tried. Many not unlike yourself. They don't come very often. The mist hardly let people in. But those foolhardy enough to stand up to Strahd very quickly meet their end.
Good to know. I guess before we see Madame Eva, enlighten me with some stories while the time passes.
And yeah, he starts telling various stories, both about Barovia and just like some folk tales and whatnot.
Yeah. Just idle chit chat stories to pass the time so others can enjoy their time before we go do the next state of business.
Yeah, and as you like watch Irina, you can.
Oh, while keeping an eye on Irina, by the way.
Yeah. You watch as she goes from like being nervous and tense to actually kind of enjoying herself. She seems to have relaxed more and more in the presence of a multitude of people, rather than being locked away in her own house. 9, what are you doing?
Staying away from people. Keeping an eye on Arena though, because
It's our job.
She's your
it's
charge.
our job. Yeah.
Even though we have no clue if we're even going to get rewarded in any capacity.
Out of the
Can I
goodness of your
stop?
heart.
Alec was just like, sure, we'll do it.
To progress the plot, yeah. Hooray!
I mean, we were already traveling this direction anyway.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
We got
There's
noticed.
like a teenager Vistani, a different kid than the two that ran up to you guys.
Is he also brooding?
Uh,
Can they brood together side by side?
the kid like takes a swig out of this bottle of wine, and hands it to you, and says, "So what's your deal?"
Uh, I'll take the wine. Take a sip out of it.
It's it's actually the same wine that you had at the Blood of the Vines Tavern.
Hand it back to him. And say, I'll just say it's personal.
Not one for dance, music, and stories?
I couldn't care less about him.
So where are you from? We don't get many guests.
I'm gonna sit there silently. Just like kind of avoiding the question.
Man, I wasn't even born yet when the last people came through. I've heard stories and they were kind of dumb. They heard stories about Strahd and just went straight to the castle. They might even still be in there.
Who went straight into the castle?
Oh, the last people who came through Seer Pool. I don't know. I've only heard stories, so.
Question. How did you know we were coming?
Madame Eva. He says it
Madam
like
Eva?
it's an obvious answer.
Just for sure, we knew that. You didn't know the internet existed for the last 20 years? She was searching the deep web.
And how did he know that we were coming?
Oh, right. You don't know anything.
I
So,
kind of glared at him when he said that.
he does not even notice. Um, Madame Eva is our seer. She, she looks at Taroka cards and can divine the future better than anyone else who's ever lived. Seeing the future in cards is, well, only the women of Astani have that ability. I just see the cool pictures that are on the cards. But I don't know, you should go talk to her.
I just might do that. Where's she at?
Uh, he like points over to the large tent next to the like small lake. She's in the big one. You should probably take your friends with you though.
I wouldn't really call him that. I was kind of start heading towards the tent, but as I walked past them, I was kind of giving him a little pat on the head as I walked past.
You Elric, you see Nine is talking to a Vistani teenager, and then like the kid points to the large tent, and you see Nine start heading that direction.
He didn't see me pat the kid on the head, did he?
He's got pretty good perception.
I'll roll for it if I have to.
Your passive is 15. You probably saw it.
Hell yeah. Well, old one. The stories have been delightful, but it seems one of our own is going to see the madam, so might as well join.
No time better than the present. Gives you a warm kind of semi-toothed smile.
It's better than living in the past. We'll give a weak smile and a nod. Walk at a plotted course to meet midway.
Yazin, what are you doing?
Not really doing much. I'm just drinking wine and
He's
watching.
partying. Woo!
No.
Yasin's a party animal.
Yasin is more of like that really sad drunk if you just give him enough
Oh
time.
no!
My parents did love me.
My parents did, my siblings did, my wife may be about to be dead.
My father never hugged me.
He said he was going to buy milk, and he never came back.
Nah.
No, see, it'd be more like he said he went to go buy milk and came back with orange juice. Crying over stupid shit. You know?
The worst of outcomes.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking and watching.
I have a map for you guys.
No. Ah, a map.
Map.
Ah.
Oh!
It's the
You grace us with your presence.
it's the encampment.
These are awfully tall trees. It'd be a shame if someone were to just
Pee on them all.
Light it on fire.
Irina has since sat down. She's like sandwiched between two Vistani women who are like talking to her.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
she's vibing.
You
Well,
see,
y'all figure out the
see,
order of
you see
operations,
Elric
I'm
and
gonna pee.
Nine, walking towards, something like this tent over here.
Okay.
If we make eye contact, they'll nod towards you.
Well, they can go into the tent or something like that. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm just keeping an eye. Fuck you and your story progression. Well,
Yasmin's not coming.
no, yeah,
So
indeed not.
Give me a second, I'm peeing. Bullshit, you're not coming. Hold up.
You didn't. No, you didn't wash your hands.
I didn't.
Gross.
Oh,
I also didn't touch myself. That's weird. Not how I say it. There was no way to say it not weird.
Mm-hmm. You frying chicken in there?
You're not. I guess at some point I meet up with Nine, and I'll say, going to see the madam,
Yeah.
Ava, I believe. Were you told to bring everyone as well?
Nope.
Fucking lie.
Lying, of course.
Lying through your teeth.
god damn.
Can I find out if he's lying?
Just inside check. And give me a
Actually,
deception
you know what? Nah, I'm not even gonna worry about it.
Okay.
I'll make my way to Yazin. As I'm walking, well, I was. Boop, boop, boop.
Boop boop boop.
Well,
Make my way to the tent. Whatever.
enjoying your time?
Not much. Care for some wine?
What?
Not much. Care for some wine?
I'll take a swig, and we'll do so and hand it back. I've been told that it might be in our best interest to go speak to Madame Ava, essentially their leader.
I wanna look at him. Ava or gonna just
Or what? I think Ava.
gonna like quickly stand up, probably stumble around a little bit and um
I'll
where did
grab
you
your arm to give you like grounding, I guess. Just, all right, you drunken bastard.
where did they say she is?
This way, I feel Irina will be safe for a while. I've heard plenty of stories to believe so. At least here. So let's go. And I will help walk you to the big tent. And I guess whoompa! I'll call that the
Ava?
big tent.
Big Ten's over here.
Eva,
Whoopah!
what's up?
Just
Like as you like
every person
stumble
she
past
passes,
Irina,
just,
she
are you
she like
Ava?
looks up and like waves at you.
Question, Yasin.
Huh?
Are you drunk already?
That's a very good question.
How many fingers?
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Squinting, leaning forward, and then like catching your balance.
Like, I'll tell you when you put your hands up.
Give me a moment.
See, the fun fact is, I'm the one who holds all the cards in this scenario.
Actually,
Six?
that'd be Ava.
You're feeling
6.
good.
I don't have 6 fingers on this hand. Okay. go. See, the thing was, no matter what you answered, I could have just made you wrong. Because no one bothered to ask how many fingers I was holding up. Because I was physically holding up 2 fingers.
Okay, I don't have that many fingers.
6? I don't have that many fingers on one hand. Let's go. I failed to recognize that we're not playing with webcams or in person. So when I said how many fingers, I legit held up 2 fingers and held them there as you were quiet. Just, hold on. Until I made the realization that I win, no matter what.
Yasin's not drunk. Yasin just can't count.
Yasin's not drunk. Yasin just drinks.
As you approach the closed tent, you can see light flickering out of like the separation of the 2 flaps. And then you hear from the inside before you even reach for the flaps of the tent. You hear an elderly woman say, "I've been expecting you. Come in, come in."
So I've been told.
Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered with black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. "At last, you have arrived." Cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips.
Gonna look at her. Do you know where Eva is?
I am she. And that's where we're gonna end today's session.
No, we
You're
have
not my
20
wife.
more minutes, motherfucker.
No, because
You're not my wife.
my wife. Let me
My wife.
let me give you a portrait of Madame Ava.
Better be old.
We
and
had
decrepit.
20 more minutes. I'm not even logged back into Final Fantasy. Only 1,456 more people to go.
Here's a. Do I not have a handout for her? Why is there not a fucking thing for her?
Because she's lame. A hoax, a fraud, a scam.
Okay.
I can't wait until I'm
Here's a portrait.
questioned while I'm drunk.
That's not creepy.
Madame Ava.
Yeah,
She's
she's
still
not
loading.
creepy at all.
She's old.
That's not my wife.
My wife.
I hope that's not my wife.
My wife? Where's my wife?
Mine's dead.
Next session.
Ah,
We'll get a,
what is that?
Ooh.
we'll get
Tarot cards?
a Taroka card reading. Yeah.
Correct.
Taroka.
Are you sure you're not drunk?
I swear to drunk I'm not God.
I swear to God, not drunk at me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You know what? That's a
So
very
you
good,
say.
very good place to end because my laptop is about to fucking die.
Oh no.
Sounds like
but
a problem.
that is the end of the session. You guys are well on your way.
Mm.
Yes. Next session
Tell
won't be until
everybody.
after New Year's. I'm thinking like the 8th, but we'll see.
The 8th.
Yeah,
What is
it's
that?
like a month.
Ah,
Second Saturday of uh January. I was like, what fucking month is that? But yes, indeed. But